Hi there. In this video, we will discuss about applied psychology. Before that, let's have a recap of previous video. We have discussed about definition, major fields of psychology. Under that, we have discussed about basic psychology and its components. Here we are about to discuss about the second field, applied psychology and its components. Applied psychology. In applied psychology, we make use of knowledge of basic psychology, improve the quality of life of the human beings in various settings. We have many branches of applied psychology. Wherever we have human beings, we can apply psychology. Applied psychologists are mostly employed in the fields like school, industries, hospitals, management, counseling, and community. Thus, applied psychologists work in all sorts of settings from classrooms to courtrooms. Psychometrics. It is concerned with the measurement of behavior and capacities, usually through the development of psychological tests. Psychometrics is involved with the design of tests to access personality, intelligence, and wide range of abilities. It is also concerned with the development of new techniques for statistical analysis. Clinical psychology. A branch of psychology that studies, assesses, and treats people with psychological disorders. When we apply the knowledge of abnormal psychology, the field becomes clinical psychology. Clinical psychology is concerned with the assessment, diagnosis, and treatment of the individuals with psychological disorders. The main activity includes interviewing the clients, psychological testing, and providing psychotherapy. The concepts and techniques are mostly learnt in clinical settings, mental health institutions. Leitner-Whitmer coined the term clinical psychology. Counseling psychology. A branch of psychology that assesses people with problems in living, often related to school, work, or marriage, or in achieving greater well-being. It overlaps with clinical psychology. Both areas engage in similar activities like interviewing, testing, and providing therapy, counseling. Psychologist usually deals with normals who have minor emotional adjustment problems. We have branches like educational, vocational, industrial, marital, and rehabilitation counseling. Educational psychology. Educational psychology applies the psychological principles in the teaching-learning process, curriculum development, and classroom management. It is concerned with the topics like learning, memory, forgetting, motivation, curriculum development, mental health of students, and evaluation process. One of the branch of educational psychology is school psychology. School psychology deals with the students' academic performance, problems, behaviors, and emotional patterns, thus assisting the students with problems. Health psychology. Abnormal and clinical psychology focuses on mental illness. But the focus here is on physical illness like ulcer, stroke, and heart attack. Now, it has been found that psychological factors, especially stress, lead to many physical illness ranging from common cold to cancer, and they are known as psychosomatic disorders. Health psychology studies the behavioral and psychological causes of physical illness. This field seeks to prevent health problems such as heart disease by teaching people to relax, exercise, and to control their diet. Health psychology contributes more to behavioral medicine, an interdisciplinary field that integrates and applies behavioral and medical knowledge to health and disease. Industrial psychology. Industrial psychology deals with individuals at work in industries and other organizations, and it studies the ways to improve efficiency, productivity, and satisfaction of workers. It is concerned with the recruitment, selection, placement, and training of individual workers. The major aims of this field are to improve the productivity, efficiency, and satisfaction of the worker. Within industrial psychology, we have branches like personal psychology, engineering psychology, concerned with selection and training of workers, engineering psychology known as human factor engineering, which deals with designing of machine work environment and the products that suits human ability. Hugo Munsterberg is considered as the father of industrial psychology and America's first industrial psychologist. In 1913, he wrote the book Psychology and Industrial Efficiency, which dealt with employee selection and productivity. Organizational psychology. It is the outgrowth or the extension of industrial psychology. This field is also known as organizational behavior. When social psychology is applied to the organization, the field becomes organizational psychology. It includes topics like group dynamics, leadership, communication, organization, culture, and organization development. Consumer psychology. This field is also called as consumer behavior, which studies the behavior that consumers display in searching for purchasing, using and disposing of products and services. The consumer psychology focuses on analyzing the need of the consumers, motivating the consumers with advertisements, analyzing the consumer satisfaction. The knowledge of consumer behavior enables market to understand and predict consumer behavior in the marketplace. Environmental psychology. This is the field that studies the impact of physical and environmental factors like temperature, population, noise, and crowding on the behavior of the individual. Forensic psychology. It applies psychology to the legal system. The forensic psychologist trains the police to handle domestic disputes within the family, to negotiate with hostage takers, and how to use the firearms the best way, to obtain the eyewitness testimony from children, knowing the personality of the criminals, evaluate defendants' mental competence, and deal with other issues involving psychology and the law. Sports psychology. This field applies psychology to athletic activities and exercise. It considers the role of motivation, emotion on the social aspects of sports, and psychological impact of training on muscle development. Neuropsychology. Neuropsychology studies the relationship between the brain and behavior. The main focus is on the four lobes: frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobe. Most of the psychological functions are located in these four lobes. Thinking and personality are located in frontal lobe. Similarly, memory is located in temporal lobe, and the damage leads to amnesia. Rehabilitation psychology. The helping profession dedicated to assisting people, individuals, family members, and caregivers who are struggling with the effects of disability under seeking to restore hope and meaning to their lives. Rehabilitation psychologists are the specialists trained and dedicated to help people affected by a disability succeed in recovering their sense of belonging, contributing of value, and meaningful participation in the world. Military psychology. Military psychology is the research, design, and application of psychological theories and experimental data towards understanding, predicting, and counting behavior either in own friendly or enemy forces or civilian and population that may be an undesirable, threatening, or potentially dangerous to the conduct of military operations. Military psychology is applied towards counseling of treatment of stress and fatigue of military personnel, as well as treatment of psychological trauma suffered as a result of military operations. Cyber psychology. The developing field of cyber psychology encompasses all psychological phenomena that are associated with or impacted by emerging technology. Cyber comes from the word cybernetics, the study of the operation of control and communication. Psychology is the study of the mind and behavior. Cyber psychology is the study of the human brain and behavior in the context of human-technology interaction. However, mainstream research studies seems to focus on the impact of the internet and cyberspace on the psychology of individuals and groups. Some hot topics include online identity management, personality types in cyberspace, transference to computers, addiction to computers, and internet aggressive behavior in cyberspace, online genders switching, etc. So in this video, we have discussed about applied psychology and its components. I hope you have gained the informations and hope that you will hit that thumbs up button and subscribe our channel to get more updates. Thank you and stay tuned for more updates.